Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us here on DMV Sports Media, live on YouTube for our coverage of the NPSL here in the Mid-Atlantic. This is your Virginia Dream hosting Virginia Atlantic up the road all the way from Virginia Beach in a final regular season match. This match has incredible consequence. These two sides will no doubt be facing off once again come semifinals Wednesday. But will it be here in Falls Church or away at Virginia Beach? Well, today's result will dictate that. Dream just need a point, so a draw or a win would see them hosting in the semifinals on this coming Wednesday. For Virginia Atlantic, they need to take home all 3 points. So at this level, travel such a huge issue, and home field absolutely carries benefits. So we'll see who comes out on top here in this final regular season match. On behalf of Virginia Dream, I want to thank those sponsor partners who have made today possible. On behalf of the Dream, I just want to take a moment to thank all our 2026 sponsors. Roadside, our 2026 sleeve sponsor, partner sponsor. We create and develop and build properties that inspired. MJ Design and Build. Urban Halo Salon. Anyone can change for the better with an amazing cut, color, and style. Let us help you reach your potential. Body Dynamics Inc., the official physical therapy facility of Virginia Dream FC. Your health, your plan, your journey. Bodie, the official golden retriever of Virginia Dream. The Urban Halo Salon. If you or your business would like to support the Little Cities team by becoming a sponsor partner, Virginia Dream, please reach out to Paulo at virginiadreamfc.com or DM us on Instagram. Please take a moment to listen to a message from our partner sponsors, Roadside, MJ Design and Build, and we'll get right into the opening kickoff after the walkout and the anthem.
Design and Build, we turn ideas into beautifully crafted spaces. From kitchens and bathrooms to full home additions, we handle it all design through construction. With a collaborative process and a focus on quality, we bring your vision to life seamlessly. Based in Northern Virginia, we're here to help you fall in love with your home again. MJ Design and Build, where vision meets craftsmanship. Ready to get started? Reach out today. Thinking about transforming your home? At MJ Design.
Moments away from the walkout, the anthem, and match kickoff here in this NPSL Mid-Atlantic final match of the regular season. If you're just joining us, welcome. Thanks for tuning in here on DMV Sports Media. And we are so proud to partner with Dream as they embark upon another playoff campaign here in the NPSL. We've had some big ones, thinking back to their championship run in the Mid-Atlantic, where they went on to defeat Annapolis Blues in front of the 9,000 fans up at Navy Marine Corps Stadium. What a sight that was to behold, but it all starts with today and setting themselves up for success in the semifinals in order to get to a final of the walkout and the anthem in just a moment. Welcome, Madeline Chapman, tuned in all the way from South Georgia, and Mr. Taylor Sr., father of the coach, C.J. Taylor, watching all the way from Florida in support of the Dream. Big match, little foretaste of playoff action right here, smack dab in the middle of the World Cup. Of course, we know that Cabo Verde and Argentina will be matching up pretty much simultaneously with this game, so feel free to keep two tabs open, switch back and forth, but I imagine this match might be a little closer than that one. You never know. Cabo Verde, the real story of the tournament, but I would imagine the journey ends tonight in front of Argentina and Messi, but you never know. Welcome, Miss Mendez. Good to see you as well. Tune in all the way from the admission table in Falls Church, right here underneath of our area. And with that, we are ready to go. will now rise and honor the flag with the playing of our nation's national anthem. Well, the anthem is played, the walkout finished. It's time for action here on a blistering hot day in Falls Church, Virginia. Got to be up in the 90s, possibly hotter down there on the turf, but sun will start to go down. Dream are going to wear their navy blue kits, which, in my opinion, not necessarily an advantage on this hot day, but really for them, it's all about how they come out and dictate the pace here at home. They will feel that this is their match to lose, their hosting rights to lose. They're a team that has a lot of success, a great pedigree here in the NPSL, and of course, anything less than hosting come playoff time for a club of this magnitude and this size is seen as disappointing. Of course, Virginia Atlantic, no slouches. They have had a successful campaign themselves, formerly named Virginia Beach. Have made themselves, or at least put themselves in a spot where they can challenge Dream here in match week 10. Let's go through the starting lineups for each squad. For the Dream, Zain Asim will get the nod in goal. The youngster was a standout player last season with another NPSL squad. He's come over and has been on the bench for several matches, but has come up big when called on. We'll see how Zain Asim can fare in a big shoes. In front of Asim will be Aspra Slavov, a player who will be called on quite a bit to get box to box and create the offense for the Dream. Bernardo Mahano, a wily midfielder, also get the nod. Demetrius Shepard-Lewis, the Englishman Harry Hawkins, Ibrahim Conte, Jacob Campbell, Jacob Lovinger, Malcolm McAllister, Michael Collins, and Diarra Zumana round out the starting 11 for the Dream. For Virginia Atlantic, William Maloney will start in goal. His starting 11 will round out with Harris, Thomas, Perry, Howes, William, Trusty, Griesbauer, Quinter, Togashi, and Kaiser. And we are underway. Dream getting the opening kickoff. They will play right to left this half, wearing their dark blue kits. Here's the captain, Harry Hawkins, getting everybody their touches on the ball. And early Atlantic looking to apply some pressure. Lovinger under pressure, but did well to turn out and has found a set piece inside his own area. Excuse me, that was Collins. Played it back. Now Hawkins looking for a way across midfield. Diarra's ball doesn't find any takers, and now Atlantic trying to start an attack here from the back. It's quickly sniffed out by the Dream. Sent back by McAllister. And now deflected towards the middle. It was Thomas who got the first touch, and now Atlantic will get their first real spell of possession here of this NPSL Mid-Atlantic clash. They found a pocket here in the midfield. The final pass goes begging. That was Togashi asking the question for only a moment. On the far side, it looks like Shepard Lewis will get us underway. Has that long throw in his repertoire, but instead we'll just go back to the feet of Campbell. A little pullback from Shepard Lewis. Dream continuing to find their rhythm here in the very early stages. That's McAllister slaloming, now finding the diagonal ball. It didn't quite pan out, but you see the vision. Perry desperately trying to hold up play for Atlantic. Doesn't quite work out that way. Good challenge from Togashi in the middle. Atlantic have been under the gun for the very early stages. Can they break that pressure? It's a big ball sent into the corner. Support beckons. It's a huge challenge there. Hawkins and Lovinger combining to do just enough, and the deflection off of Perry. We'll see a Dream throw all the way in the corner. Big throw down the line. Diarra will help it on. No takers you found at the final ball. And now all the way back to Maloney. We'll start from square one. Atlantic still looking to find a game plan right now. I think keeping Dream off the ball would be the start of any kind of game plan. They've had a couple of counterattacks that have looked dangerous. The Dream pressed up so high, there will be space to play into behind, but the midfield seemingly not an option right now. There's Slavov sending one for Diarra. Diarra will turn. Can he send a square ball in? Well, he thought about going down the line himself. Didn't quite work out. That's a strong challenge. And now Atlantic can build from the back. Down the line. Oh, that's a good ball over the top. But Zain Nassim is off his line. Wants to wait for it in his 18, and he will collect. Smart goalkeeping from the young Nassim. And Dream can start their own attack once again. Nice little breeze has developed here at Meridian High School, home of the Dream, affectionately known as the Cloud. I think Dream wouldn't mind seeing some clouds here tonight, but they certainly haven't been slowed down by the conditions. Ooh, that's a rare turnover from Diarra Zumana. Atlantic looking down the line. Togashi didn't really challenge all that hard for it, and Malcolm McAllister able to win possession for the Dream. Shepard Lewis looking for Slavov. Slavov has turned. Excellent body shape from Slavov. He's taken down, and there is going to be a set piece for the Dream. Expect them to take this quickly. It's Lovinger standing over the ball. And it has come in quickly. There's a good ball over to Zumana, excuse me. Welcome, Mr. Turner, as well. All the regular Dream fans filing in. If you're new here, welcome. Feel free to make yourself known in the chat. Let us know where you're tuned in from, thoughts on the match, players to watch out for, and of course, hit the like button. Let's get more people watching in the algorithm. Feel free to stick around. Subscribe to DMV Sports Media for all your best coverage of the NPSL as well as many other leagues. Ooh, this is well won in transition. Conte just about sold his everything just to save the Dream. Conte did so well. And now it's a counterattack on. All started from Ibrahim Conte. McAllister looking to cut inside. And has won the consolation prize of the throw for his troubles. This is back to Conte. Now Shepard Lewis. Look at his acceleration. He's going to try to get to the end line. Use that body to make things happen. Shepard Lewis, I think maybe the only one who could have got there. This is well blocked, and now Shepard Lewis deemed to be in an offside position. So that piece coming out for Atlantic. Here's a look back on the replay. Yeah, defender at the last touch, but did not make an intentional play on the ball. The ball rather bounced off of him, and certainly Shepard Lewis was in that offside space. Togashi did well to turn into space, and now Atlantic have found the look that they were looking for all along. Williams thought about going down the line. Instead, smartly brings it back. He's got support. Togashi now served to the backside. Well challenged by Campbell, and Asim will claim. Asim, a former Alexandria Rough Diamond. He was a diamond in the rough. That Rough Diamond squad found a lot of difficulty in their lone season in the NPSL, at least here in this region. I know that the side had pedigree up in Lowell, Massachusetts, but with any squad you can find a standout performer, and Dream certainly do remember the performance that Zayn Asim had for the Rough Diamonds in a losing affair against Virginia Dream last year. And look what we got here. Zayn Asim pops up on the Dream roster. That's the way of the footy world. Here's Lovinger. Did well to maintain possession in the midfield. Conte will switch the point of attack. Now down the line from Mahano. Ball will hold up. Dream trying to make life uncomfortable. It was Collins who blocked it over the end line. Now a goal kick for Maloney and company. Welcome Boosgerd and Cancel. Good luck on your bets. This is Atlantic. Nice slow playing this one from the back. Togashi will expect to see a lot of him on the ball. He's been the glue in the holding midfield. This is elegant from Atlantic, but in the end, Dream's midfield just too strong, too stacked. Lovinger able to poke that one out. Now Lovinger will start the attack. Down the line it goes. Shepard Lewis did not find the look he was envisioning. Maloney will send it away. And into the midfield go Atlantic. Smart play from Harris to take it away from Conte, but the second ball didn't get far. And Conte a little overzealous in pursuing this one. Togashi has won the set piece. And we are underway. There's Trusty. Griesbauer. Trusty was the intended target. Didn't quite get all the way there. Excuse me, this is House. Hamilton House. Instead, we'll try the far touchline. There seems to be more success there. Williams didn't like the options going forward and will again find Hamilton House to restart the attack. On the far side is Quinter to provide some width. Diarra Zumana making life slightly uncomfortable. And Atlantic having a conversation on the field there. It's a coming together between Mahano and Togashi, and we're right back underway. Beckham Harris. With all the time in the world. There's a huge disconnect between the front line of Atlantic and the midfield. Trusty having to go back out. And here is a square ball. It was well done from Connor Thomas just to make up the distance to get to this ball, but his pass only traveling over the end line, over the touch line, and now Dream go to work. This is Campbell. A lot of space, a lot of green grass on that far touch line. Shepard Lewis will keep it short. And on a hot day, you never want to be the side that's chasing. Dream just taking their time. A little game of keep away, getting their touches on the ball. Shepard Lewis again will find the feet of Campbell. And rinse, repeat. Dream still looking for their favorite look. Conte seems to have found something. It's a good ball over the top. Slavov into the goal. What a finish from Aspera Slavov. Conte with the assist, and Dream have opened their scoring account here in the 14th minute. This is Collins. Collins with the goal. Big addition to this Dream side. Michael Collins timing his run to perfection. And we are going to take that goal into the water break. Dream running there first. Michael Collins with the goal. Ibrahim Conte with the assists. And Dream 1-0 over Atlantic. Here's a look back at the assist from Conte and the run from Collins. Beautiful finish to put this under William Maloney. That is a Dream goal. We're going to take our hydration break, and we'll be right back with, after this hydration break, someone try to find out the score of the Cabo Verde Argentina game. Or has it started? Whopping 98 degrees today. Got to be hotter down there on the turf. Easily up into the hundreds for these players. Hydration break, no doubt crucial. Here's a look back on the goal. And you see Collins did really well to hold his run. I think inches in it, but one of the Atlantic defenders just slightly back on the line. Into the 17th minute we go. And we're back underway. Dream finding the early lead here at home by way of Michael Collins. This is by Ibrahim Conte. Audacious ball into the midfield, cut out and sent back by Lovinger. Zena Seam hasn't had to do a whole lot just yet, but has been active off his line when needed. And now you can expect Dream to continue playing some degree of keep away with the goal in hand and the heat as is. Would love to have Atlantic chasing this game. It's well won on that far side. And all the way back to the feet of Maloney. Oh, Kaiser. There's a run here on this near side, but Togashi thought better of it, wants to keep possession for his team so they don't have to keep chasing. Well, it is out to Kaiser. As they're looking to thread the needle, never really had the legs to find Griesbauer. Dream will keep this on the turf. Continue collecting their touches. Shepard Lewis has found Mahano down the line, did well to withstand the pressure, and now ample time and space for Harry Hawkins. Thought about going big there, but not enough upside in the decision, and instead Dream will keep it close to the chest. There's a seam again. It's not exactly the fan favorite style of play from a neutral perspective to slow play and keep it alive, but it's effective, and on a hot day where you need a result in order to avoid going on the road, you cannot fault Dream for playing a smart style, starting to slow down the game. It's too early to kill the game, mind you, but they have the advantage of picking up the pace when needed. McAllister into the feet of Slavov, now in the direction of Collins. And this time Collins is in an offside position. Dream effective at lulling everyone here almost to sleep, but then waking up in a moment's notice and attacking. You saw that on the first goal. Almost found another connection. Slavov to Collins. This is certainly offside. Excuse me, out of bounds, not offside. Connor Thomas did his best to keep it alive, but was already outside the touch. And we are going to have a throw here at the midfield. McAllister to take. Nice little breeze has developed. It's well cut out. Into the feet of Beckham. Beckham Harris. And recycled once again. Thomas wanted to bring more reinforcements in. Here's Harris again. Harris out wide to Thomas. Now square ball across the penalty mark. Top of the 18 it goes. Not a bad look, but sent just over. There's a look back on the replay. It was Harris who found a left foot to the ball. Couldn't quite keep it down. Goal kick to come. Another opportunity for Dream to try to soak in pressure. Atlantic, to their credit, have not bit. They are sitting back. Know that there is a long game ahead of them. Don't need to chase down Dream. Waiting for the moment where they can pounce, and they may have found it, but Slavov too quick. He splits the difference, finding Diarra Zumana. And now Lovinger. What's a dangerous ball, well dealt with by Hawkins. And there is a player down. Looks like it is going to be a head injury that requires treatment, so we're going to check on Griesbauer, make sure he's all right after the collision with Hawkins. In all likelihood, we'll be seeing a drop ball for the Dream. Good to see Griesbauer back on his feet. And the two exchange pleasantries. Onwards we go. And we're back underway. Drop ball on the far side. Shepard Lewis will keep it moving back over here to the near. Lovinger Conte, who has been instrumental today, already served up one assist. Hawkins now Diarra. That's a good turn from Lovinger. There's an overlapping run. Diarra has found that pocket. We'll send it back across, but not the connection Mahano wanted. There's Collins. How good has he been today? Hawkins and Lovinger. Lovinger looking for the pockets. Collins this time making the run to check instead of to goal. Here is the service across the 18. Only as far as Lovinger. Now Mahano. He can't hit these from distance. Instead, we'll keep it on the ground. No need to squander possession, which can so much better be used to wear down the opponent. Down to Collins. Collins looking for a window. Instead, we'll bring it back to Shepard Lewis. Now Conte served up to the back post. Good idea from Lovinger and across, just narrowly missing Diarra Zumana. Great service from Campbell. And Dream back to the drawing board, but this is a nervy shot across the bow. If you're Virginia Atlantic, got to find a way to keep track of these runners. Diarra Zumana almost gifted a free run to goal. Defenders caught ball watching a little bit, but no harm, no foul. It's a goal kick played short. Well, it looks like Griesbauer hasn't fully recovered from that collision with Hawkins earlier. We will take a moment to make sure that he either gets the treatment needed or gets the sub needed. I hate to see it, but sometimes players hesitate to check themselves off. They want to compete. They want to continue for their team, but ultimately I think it's the medical team that have to make that decision. Looks like he will continue, at least for now. Togashi read the intentions and able to check. Back from Kaiser. Down the line. Williams was the target. Shepard Lewis quickest to it. Now Dream on the front foot. Slavov. And once again, back to Zain Asim. Hawkins with time and space. He will keep this on the ground. Diarra Zumana turning. Lovely turn from Diarra Zumana into space. Has help from Slavov. And now Bernardo Mahano. This one's just behind Diarra Zumana. He may get a second look at it. Now back to Mahano. Mahano, not his finest ball. Just misread the intentions of Diarra Zumana. There is a player down off the ball. It's a really hot day, and you anticipate that we're going to see just a game of attrition, especially as the match goes. It looks like Collins is off, getting some hydration. And Griesbauer was down for that entire break. So time will tell. Can he continue? I think we're going to go and get another hydration break because there's a very real medical concern here. With temperatures well into the hundreds down there on the turf. It's 97, 98 up here. So we'll keep you updated with what comes next. But for now, hydration break and an opportunity for teams to get the medical attention, make sure that those on the field can continue playing and make the subs where needed. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. Don't forget to hit the like button to boost this video in the algorithm and gets these teams and players the exposure they deserve. If you want to stay up to date, we will have exclusive coverage for every single NPSL Mid-Atlantic playoff game here on DMV Sports Media, so make sure to subscribe. We also have the UPSL round of, excuse me, just kidding, only NPSL stuff. We will have Rastosi Alexandria Reds this Wednesday, and then we will also have Virginia Dream hosting. Well, if they were to host, we would have Virginia Dream against Virginia Atlantic. We're going to take a quick break. We'll see you back after this hydration break. Well, looks like there's at least a player being carted away. So someone's getting the treatment needed, but we'll keep you posted. I believe Griesbauer has come off as we return to play here in the 32nd minute. Certainly we're going to get some additional added time for both of the hydration breaks. There's Kaiser looking for a window through the midfield. Dream have made it very difficult. But there is an opening. Trustees to Williams. And the offside flag has gone. That marks the entrance of number 7, Luke Jones, who has replaced Griesbauer after Griesbauer suffered from a knock. And coming together with Harry Hawkins. Got up and twice went back down. I think at this point the coaching staff has decided enough is enough. Jones has come in, and Jones will be called for the foul on the back of Hawkins. There's a seam. That's a nervy pass. Zayna Seam's ball doesn't quite clear the distance needed. Now the overlapping run is here for Thomas. Can he get it across? Well, did well to get it across, but Dream's back line comes up to prevent this one across. Connor Thomas was the mover and the shaker making this happen. And it looks like Thomas is the man to deliver. First corner here of the day for either side. And it's sent across. Mahano able to get some breathing room for the Dream. And his clearance found Isaiah Williams, but Williams didn't feel he could keep this in play. Ended up just playing it over the far touch. And now Shepard Lewis will have the throw out on that far touch line. Touch sent out wide by Perry. But Atlantic ran out of real estate, and now there is going to be a throw for the Dream. Conte with an interesting back pass. That decision did put Zayna Seam into an uncomfortable position, unable to find Campbell, and his teammates not so thrilled with his decision to loft that one up and over his own back line and begging him to come back. But now Dream do have the bodies behind the ball. Top of the 18 for Tagashi. He wanted to slalom through the players instead of hitting the shot, but couldn't quite beat all of the bodies that Dream had back. This is chested down. And I believe Collins has come off, so both players up top for Dream and Atlantic. Griesbauer and Collins have come off. Liam Emson is the next man up for the Dream. Prolific goal scorer. GWU product who presents a threat both from open play and as an aerial threat. Perhaps no better header of the ball than Emson. We'll see if he can get on the score sheet today. McAllister able to find AP Slavov. Now Emson driving to goal, has support alongside him. We'll send it in. And that's good defending. Campbell been making life very uncomfortable up there. Excuse me, that was McAllister. One more look at the service from Emson, looking for McAllister. Well defended from Kaiser. And we are back underway. It's an absolute oven down there. Temperatures well above 100 Fahrenheit. A diagonal pass did not clear Shepard Lewis, and Atlantic will have to go back to the drawing board. Out. So Harris, now Jones. He's got the fresh legs. Luke Jones looking to goal. Can he get there? Shouts for handball, but Harry Hawkins did enough. Atlantic not done yet. Here's Togashi, overlapping run. Sent out to Trusty. Now Togashi taking a shot, and Zainasim unable to hold on. And it looks like Atlantic has won a corner from this. Here's a look back on the replay. Zainasim has been reliable thus far, but on a hot day where don't have as much to do, it can be difficult to stay in the moment. That time stretched out and did concede the corner. There's a delivery, this time from the far side. No connection to be found. Quinter sends it back. There's no connection there. Counterattack could develop here for the Dream. This is Emson. Oh, beautiful eye from Emson. Diarra Zumana is there. Oh, the square ball top of the 18. It's sent across and well mopped up. There were so many options afoot for the Dream, but in the end, Atlantic mopped up the pieces. Here's Quinter. It was his pass that almost led to issues here for Virginia Atlantic, but good run back from Togashi and others. Elijah Perry. Now Hamilton House wants to find a way through this daunting midfield. Togashi almost dispossessed. Well, it was dispossessed, but did enough on the challenge to prevent Diarra Zumana from breaking through. And now Maloney will play out. Togashi, undaunted, will keep this one at his feet. And it is going to be a foul going against Shepard Lewis. We'll look back. Shepard Lewis thought he had a avenue to the ball, but didn't quite pan out that way. Now Atlantic still trying to find a way through this resolute Dream back line. Togashi has been instrumental in breaking through the midfield. That time his ball didn't quite get through. Now Lovinger under duress, able to find Shepard Lewis. Back to Zainasim. Jones is there, and Zainasim smartly will play it big. It's a good win on the far side. McAllister got a foot to it. Trusty into the feet of Thomas. And out wide. Harris. He's dispossessed. And the Atlantic attack stalls really before it even began. This is Slavov creating with. Conte comfortable with players all around. And Dream will use Zainasim as a way out of trouble. A lot more freedom to run on that far touchline. Campbell over to Shepard Lewis. Now, Yaro Zumana. Final couple minutes of the half. We expect to see some stoppage. There were 2 hydration breaks and at least a couple of stoppages for injury treatment and 1 goal. So I don't think we'll see World Cup amounts of stoppage, but certainly some. Down the line we go. Ooh, that's a nervy back pass. But Maloney did well, pursued by Diarra Zumana. Here is Williams. He'll use Howes as his outlet. Hamilton Howes sees something he likes on the far touch. It's Harris who runs it down, but Shepard Lewis was there. Shepard Lewis all the way in the corner. Can he get out? It looks like he has found his way out, but right back out of the frying pan and into the fire. It is Williams and Atlantic who have taken over. No clear path to goal, and now Atlantic will find a different look. They'll go back to get forward. Top of the 18, Jones passes it back. Flag stays down. Is there a square ball? Well defended. And it looks like we are going to have a set piece coming out. Good work from Lovinger to get his body in the way and win that positioning battle. Shepard Lewis over to Hawkins. And I think Dream content to go into this half, perhaps giving themselves one more real clear-cut chance towards goal. They'll slow down the game and continue to wear out Atlantic before accelerating the pace and really trying to put one more home. Here's Conte. Campbell to the corner. It was an audacious effort. A little too spicy for Diarra Zumana, and now Atlantic will take over on that far touch. Williams down the line. He's skipped past 2. And we'll bring it back. Now Togachi. Kaiser. Still waiting for their opponents to blink. On the far touchline. Dream, Johnny on the spot. Hamilton Howes over the top. Luke Jones and Thomas were the intended targets, but Dream able to play out. It's back to Nasim. Nasim under duress. He'll go out to Shepard Lewis, who has done really well to keep this alive. Good ball out from Zainasim. Great control from Shepard Lewis, but Atlantic back on the front foot. There's Diarra Zumana turning down the line. Now it's a good ball from Empson. The return pass, Diarra Zumana rounds the goalkeeper. No. It's again cleared off. That's a great save from Maloney got help from his back line as well. Didn't see who had that final touch, but there is a player down. Oh, that's great from Maloney to do just... Oh, did he get the final touch? Might have been Maloney with a double save. Had JT Quinter there as well. And it looks like Quinter might be the player down. There's another look back on the sequence. Diarra looked to have Atlantic dead to rights. Yeah, I think the defender did get that final touch. And we're back underway. Another great save from Maloney. Not the cleanest of touches from Campbell. And Dream will have to drop back. It's always a little bit tougher on these hot days when you have everybody up high and then someone makes a misstep. You could hear it from the players. Not too keen on tracking back for really no reason. And that will take us into the half. Dream with the goal. Michael Collins, the lone goal scorer today. He has found the back of the net after beautiful assist from Ibrahim Conte. Collins, unfortunately, his day could not continue. He has been subbed off. Liam Empson providing the fresh legs. Atlantic had to make a sub of their own. Griesbauer off and Luke Jones on. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And on behalf of the Dream, I want to thank our partner sponsors who have made today possible. Roadside, MJ Design and Build. Bodie, the official golden retriever of Virginia Dream. Body Dynamics, official physical therapy facility of Virginia Dream. Next to the Falls Church Chamber of Commerce. And I'll take a moment and we'll hear a brief message from our partner sponsors who have made today possible. MJ Design and Build on Roadside.
NJ Design and Build, we turn ideas into beautifully crafted spaces. From kitchens and bathrooms to full home additions, we handle it all design through construction. With a collaborative process and a focus on quality, we bring your vision to life seamlessly. Based in Northern Virginia, we're here to help you fall in love with your home again. MJ Design and Build, where vision meets craftsmanship. Ready to get started? Reach out today. Thinking about transforming your home? At MJ
Well, hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half is upon us here at Meridian High School Stadium in Falls Church, Virginia for the NPSL Mid-Atlantic final regular season match. Virginia Dream found a way to open the door in the early part of the first half with a Michael Collins goal assisted by Ibrahim Conte. That goal has stood up as the lone differentiator between these two sides, but 45 minutes to play as Virginia Atlantic line up in their light blue kits, playing right to left. Virginia Dream will wear dark navy blue, playing left to right on your screen. And just a reminder, this match will see hosting rights determined. Dream need just the 1 point. Either a victory or a draw would see them host this coming Wednesday against a rematch of Virginia Atlantic. Atlantic need all 3 points if they want to take the hosting rights back to Virginia Beach. Certainly a tall task here on a hot 100-degree day, but 45 minutes to determined. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe, and we will get underway here with Virginia Atlantic. Jones will send it back to get Atlantic going. Now we'll keep everyone getting their touches. There's no urgency to try to send a big ball over the top in the very early stages. It's a hot day and possession is just about as invaluable as it ever will be. Chasing the ball is not an enviable task on these days. Dream not so keen on chasing it. Right now they're just going to shape and hold their block at the midfield. Mahano has pushed it out wide. Here's Diarra on the ball. And he will push it once again back over and across. It's down the line and out of space goes Thomas Dix, who has come on at the change of the half. Dix ran out of real estate and now Dream have taken over. Assume we'll keep it moving and over to the feet of Hawkins. Hawkins falling under some pressure, but able to find Campbell on the way out. Campbell rounding one. Now Shepard Lewis on the width. His ball cut out well by Trusty. That's a good challenge from Slavov. Now Conte looking for the diagonal ball. He's got Diarra Zumana. Diarra Zumana may take this on himself, and it's a good save from Maloney. Either way, either side of Maloney, and we could be looking at a different outcome, but in the end, Diarra Zumana's shot just too close to the trusty number one for Virginia Atlantic, who will start this from the back. It's a big ball over the top, but a little too vertical and a little too direct. Zayn Nassim will take this to ground and take this to feet. That was Kaiser looking to find a way through. McAllister's ball cut out by Trusty. McAllister looking to win it back. Instead, it's Trusty able to win a second time, keeping this moving forward. It was Harris dispossessed, and now Virginia Dream will start back from square one. Zayn Nassim under duress, but quality ball over the top to find Demetria Shepard-Lewis, and now a ball from Shepard-Lewis that will travel all the way to Maloney. Another ball that's just too direct, too vertical to find the feet of Slavov. This is bounced back by Jones, and Howes will keep it moving all the way back. It's certainly a game of chess right now. The game really hasn't had a chance to open up. Really on a day as hot as today, it's not possible to go box to box, end to end at 100% for the full time. You have to be clinical in when you pick your moments. So far, Dream have done ever so slightly the better job of that. Hamilton Howell's back over. Trying to find Kaiser. Kaiser, clever run from him. Dix will send it back, and there's Howes again, looking for the diagonal. It will find its mark, and this is good. Harris dispossessed. Dreams still have work to do at the top of their own 18. Conte will turn. Conte looking to play into space. Well, there was space, but Slavov was on a completely different wavelength and was making a run to check to the ball. Now Atlantic will take over. Harris's ball dispossessed. Mahana will go back just a touch as Conte goes down, and it is going to be given this time. It's a set piece won by Williams, and Atlantic can use this to get forward. Conte still down. I believe that's Lovinger. Excuse me, that's Mahano, the guilty party. Say set pieces can be the great equalizer. We'll see if this one can be made to count for Atlantic. Connor Thomas is the man to make the delivery from just outside of 32 yards as his teammates lined up in the 18. Thomas with the delivery, and Zayn Asim will rise easy enough to claim. I think that was a service that just got away from Thomas. Not enough pace to really test Asim as a shot. Now Dream can settle things down and look to play from the back. It's over the touch, but the final touch did come off of Mahano. Quinter lost his footing but won the throw. Oh, it's down the line again. Atlantic marching their way inch by inch on the pitch. Zumana all the way into the feet of McAllister. Harris. Sound Diarra Zumana. Diarra still driving, and he will find Conte in a central area. Conte has to keep his footing. There is a call for a handball not given, and onwards we play. Diarra surrounded by light blue shirts. Diarra Zumana still going. Mahano is there. Here's Empson out of the air. Great save from Maloney. The second effort didn't have the venom, and Maloney able to gobble this one up. Great look for the Dream. But Maloney comes up big once again for Atlantic. There's a switch of play over to Elijah Perry. Dix is there for the overlapping run. Instead, Perry will bring it back. There's Trusty into Kinter. Kaiser once again wants to try to find a way through, but that block of Dream has been formidable, to say the least. Slavov dispossessed. Counterattack looks like the best shot for Atlantic. Perry looking for the return pass, but instead Conte got in the way. This is Hawkins, now Lovinger. Great ball from Harry Hawkins to Arzumana in a pocket. Up to Conte. Over the top we go. Flag has come up, and Empson will be offside. It's really tight, this decision. We didn't get the best look from our angle, but in the end, the linesman right there on the spot. Atlantic will look down the touch for Williams. Williams has done really well, slaloming through defenders. And now, consolation prize of a corner. Williams all by himself, surrounded by Dream jerseys. Did really well to win this corner kick and create something from nothing. Here's a look back on the replay. Slaloming Hawkins and almost finding a path to goal. Once again, Connor Thomas to deliver this set piece. It's into a great area in front of goal. Bounces a seam and that came off the American football crossbar. But it is going to be a penalty kick for Atlantic. Looks like that was Tom Jones who took the knock on his way, and for his troubles has won a penalty from the spot. Take a look back. Jones knocked it down. And a seam just a little late in coming for the punch. And has gone through Luke Jones. Not happy with that decision. It's Elijah Perry to take this one. Perry from the spot. Oh, what a save from Zayn Nassim. And Nassim atones for his own misstep. Great save from Zayn Nassim. It's not how you start, but how you finish. Zayn Nassim, the player who gave away that penalty, but made the quick save and recovery to keep Dreams' lead alive and to keep the clean sheet going. Here is Mahano cutting inside and looking for greener pastures. Mahano will switch, and it's McAllister. Great save from Zayn Nassim to deny Isaiah Perry from the spot. Atlantic still looking for a way through. That was their best opportunity of the day, but they have looked a team that you can't count out. Here is Slavov, now Conte to Shepard Lewis. Jones, to his credit, working really hard to keep Dream honest here in the back. Hawkins under pressure will go back to his goalkeeper and stretch the field to open up. It's almost like a reservoir. You want to put more water into the reservoir to give the fish more oxygen, more space to swim around. And smart play from Hawkins to go back to his goalkeeper and open up the field and get away from trouble. This is Lovinger over to Campbell. Conte will switch the point of attack. Empson got ahead to it, but the second effort sent away by Atlantic. Williams will track this down, but Ooh, he did well to keep this alive. Let's take a quick look back at the penalty kick denial. Thomas's shot blocked by Zain Asim. And that has brought us to this point. Conte over the top. Diarra Zumana deemed to be in an offside position. And it will be a set piece for Atlantic. Welcome. I don't really know what everyone's saying, a whole host of languages, but welcome nonetheless. Here's Jones turning. Shepard Lewis got enough of a piece to this one. Dix will have to find a different avenue forward. And it is Howes to split the difference. Has found a pocket. Overlapping run now from Perry. Can he atone for his miss? Perry still going. Great idea, but Slavov was there. Great little run from Mahano. Clever touch from Mahano. And now Diarra Zumana on the front foot. Diarra Zumana all by himself. Now has Emson. Diarra Zumana sitting it down. Oh, what a finish. Golazo. Diarra Zumana sat down the defender, put him on ice, and then put this one home himself to add insurance to Dream's policy. Diarra Zumana, no surprise to those who are in the know. He has found his way onto the score sheet yet again. And look at that. So difficult to defend a player of his caliber. Dream have doubled their tally, and that will take us into the water break of the second half. So difficult to defend a player. All credit to Bernardo Mahano with the assist. It was a clever ball. Mahano breaking out, finding the counterattack, and placing just enough weight and backspin on this ball to really break Diarra Zumana forward. Take nothing away from Diarra Zumana, who still had 3 defenders to contend with. And he did so well to say, you know what, I'm heading right to goal. I'm not going to wait for anything. So we've opened up a little bit here. Yeah, it's a different day, different match, Mr. Happy Kumalo. It's a really hot day this time. I think much hotter. The last game was in the evening. Yeah, it's a water break right now, hydration break. We'll be right back after this hydration. That brings us back. Just a recap. First half, Virginia Dream opened their scoring account. Michael Collins, goal assisted by Ibrahim Conte. Second half, Virginia Atlantic did find a penalty kick, but denied from the spot by Zain Asim. And Dream able to double up their tally just a moment ago. Diarazumana from open play on counterattack, tucking one home. After sitting down, the defender's assist will go to Bernardo Mahano. And the deficit deepens for Atlantic, who need 3 points today in order to earn hosting rights. If nothing else, they have already secured a spot in the playoffs, and this will give them a first eye at their first-round opponents, Virginia Dream. So nothing is done here. There will be a continuation in the form of a semifinal match this coming Wednesday. And as it's looking very much like we are going to have that match here at Meridian High School. And of course, delighted to have the opportunity to bring this match to you live on DMV Sports Media. But we still have time to play here in this one, 25 minutes. This is down the line for Williams. Ball to the end line. Zaina Seam out of the air. Great block from Shepard Lewis. It's up and over off the American football crossbar. What a save from a Seam. And Atlantic have been getting as close as you possibly can without scoring. Credit to Williams, credit to, I believe that is Harris. And Trusty was the player who almost found the back of the net, but again, Zaina Seam and others doing their part. This is Thomas to deliver. It's a low delivery, but won't clear the first one. Trusty back into the 18. Slavov sends it out. Only partially. Thomas will get a good look, and it's Conte behind the ball. It's a dangerous ball. Trusty to Williams, pursued by Diarazumana, but it was a heavy challenge. And Dream have won a set piece in their own area. Here is good intervention from Jones, and for his trouble has won the throw on that far touch. So Virginia Atlantic looking to go to work. Williams will leave this one so he can get forward. Hamilton Howe is set to receive. Big ball from Howe down the line. Elijah Perry pushed off the ball. Shepard Lewis looking for Emson. Finally, Conte comes down with the ball. Conte in traffic, will get out. He's got Slavov. Asper Slavov still going down the line. He has found a narrow pocket to hold up play. Bounces it off, and now Slavov still going. Dream really showing their prowess, evading and escaping pressure. This is on the far side. Emson dispossessed at the expense of a throw. Looks like Malcolm McAllister will deliver, and it's all bodies into the 18. Dream may be cooking something special for this throw. This has popped up. Trusty able to get it away, and now Atlantic have a bit of breathing room. Dream have to drop bodies and use more of their stamina to get back into place. Yeah, Happy Kumalo, we will have two both semifinals this Wednesday, live on DMV Sports Media. We have the pleasure of working with Ristosi and Virginia Dream, who have already confirmed that as they are hosting, or if Virginia Dream are hosting, then we'll have the match here on DMV Sports Media YouTube. Hamilton House out to Perry. Now Dix still going. Thought better of trying to split the difference. Instead has found House. It's a great ball. Over to Thomas. Now back. Low shot deflected up and over. It's a beautiful finish, but it did take some fortune. Deflection really took Zain Nassim out of the play, and that will half the deficit. We'll see who gets credit, because there was a really heavy deflection. I believe Hawkins, the one who got the incidental touch. It's 2-1, your score. Beckham Harris, your goal scorer. And we're back underway. 20 minutes left to play. Dream still in a strong position, but not as strong. Beckham Harris, the goal scorer, winning it back. Harris looking into space, but almost a nervy moment. Goalkeeper and Campbell, not sure whose responsibility that was. Campbell sent it back, and Asim was already charging it. Asim able to sort his feet out. Now Diarzumana, perhaps a little bit more incentive to make things happen. He's pushed this all the way back to Maloney. Great work on that far touch from Conte, but ran out of real estate to keep the attack. Clever feet. Now sent over to Perry. Perry not going to run this down. Goal kick to follow. Dream looking down the line. That time McAllister dispossessed. And it's all the way into the waiting feet of Zain Nassim, who has come just ahead of Jones. Pressure. Hawkins able to turn out. Now Lovinger over to Conte. Little half turn. Slavov able to keep things moving. Smartly handled here from Slavov and Hawkins. Now Shepard Lewis brought into the mixer. Shepard Lewis just went all the way through that one. That's what he brings to the table. Final touch a little heavy, and now Hamilton House able to get it partially away. Now Slavov. Pulled from behind. It is going to be a set piece. Guilty party. Quinter. And we're going to see a switch on the far side. Williams is off. And Christian Robertson is on for Virginia Atlantic. Robertson wearing number 9. Here comes the Dream. Shepard Lewis. Oh, he left his defender in the dust. Shepard Lewis still going. Wicks has support. Now Wicks will get back and help Atlantic get out. Clever sequence. Well, sent in by Mahano. A little heavy outside the range of Slavov. You saw the idea. Just the execution didn't pan out. Maloney looking down the far side. Here's an early delivery. Jones looking for the ball. Zayn Asim will send it away, but there is going to be a set piece in the mix. Jones the guilty party. Looks like that will spur a conversation. Here's a look back. Big battle between Campbell and Jones. But Campbell did well to get his body in front of the ball and keep the body shape alive. Late switches for the Dream. I believe Christian Rodriguez and Anthony Diaz have come on for the Dream. There's McAllister down the line. Whoa, that's a poor challenge. And a yellow card for Ginter. Diaz, how do you like that for our first touch? Anthony Diaz immediately challenged by Quinter, but did well to evade the challenge and the studs. And we'll go into our second order break, our hydration break of this half. Let's take a look back on the challenge and the touch from Diaz. Yeah, certainly yellow card worthy. And we'll be right back with the final stage of this NPSL Mid-Atlantic match. Dream 2, Virginia Atlantic 1. Back underway. On the far side, Dream going to go back to get forward. Hawkins, clever touch to Diaz. Diaz quickly under pressure, and will have to go back to Zayn Asim. See Shepard Lewis settling things down. Big ball up from Asim, and it looks like almost the guilty party. Excuse me, that was Rodriguez, the guilty party. Here's Dix on the near side. Dix will send it back as we move closer to the final 10 minutes of play. We will have stoppage on the tail end. There's Dix splitting the difference, but it's well cut out by Campbell. Now Slavov, what a turn from Slavov. He's got Conte, and Conte will wisely send it out to the far touch. McAllister still going. Conte once again out of trouble. Dream very much using every inch of the width of this pitch to continue their game of keep away, and it serves two purposes. The more you commit Atlantic forward to try to get the ball, the more it wears them down, and the more space is opened up to counter. Dream still looking for that. Here's Conte, seen something he likes. What a ball from Ibrahim Conte. Diaro Zumana, we know what he can provide. His ball this time is cut out. Trusty, able to get it off his feet in time. And Robertson has won the throw. Rodriguez now. There's a player down behind the action. Dreamer almost out of subs. They have Jesse Boma as the last man. They'd prefer not to use him until they absolutely need to, because when the subs are done, the subs are done. But it looks like Emson in a spot where he may, McAllister in a spot where he may not be able to continue. So that would certainly be something for Coach CJ Taylor to keep in mind. Boma still getting warm over there on the end line. And we're underway. Rodriguez back to Hawkins. Seem a little bit of a lofty, lazy ball. It is cut out. Robertson on the second. Robertson has got players in front of goal, but Dream quickest to react. Big ball down the line from Hawkins. Diarzumana first to it. He'll cut back. Emson has provided support, and Rodriguez will use Diaz to keep this one moving. Shepard Lewis wants to go back and across. Diaz will help with that pursuit, and that is just a little too spicy for Rodriguez to keep alive. It is going to be a throw for Virginia Atlantic. Alfred, I have no idea what you're asking. If someone gets a penalty, you'll see it on the screen, and I'll tell you. The time is added after the 90 as extra time. And there is going to be a set piece on the far side for Atlantic. Good opportunity to commit bodies forward, and Benjamin Allen has come on for Atlantic. Allen will keep this short. Here's Trusty back to Allen down the line. Benjamin Allen with the service, and it will only get as far as Diarra Zumana, who's been exceptional today. Conte to Slavov. Conte has been quietly one of the best players in this side. Clever from Slavov. Another key piece of Virginia Dream. True class to get through this midfield. Rodriguez. What a pass. Diarra pulled off the ball. Well flicked on by Jones. And there's going to be a player down just inside of Atlantic territory. Don't know if we caught this. Yeah, it's coming together of heads. Not a foul, but I believe we'll have a drop ball. It's given back to Dream. Atlantic not thrilled about that. We're back underway. There's Diarra Zumana cutting, looking for the return pass. Instead, it's poked away. Great work from Diaz. Now Rodriguez just about missing out. Diarra has been the intended recipient up there. Now it's Shepard Lewis down the line. Slavov lifted across. Don't think he's going to find anyone there on the backside. Atlantic have gone away. Good tackle. And Emson will turn. Flag stays down. Emson didn't see anything he likes. And now Diarra Zumana. Shepard Lewis smartly taken. There is Conte, always clinical on the ball. Hawkins, Diaz, bring out the old lays. Dream passing it well here. They still only have the 1 goal margin. Keep in mind, though, they just need a draw today. Certainly would not want to give up that lead, but a draw and shared points would be enough to keep the hosting rights in round 1 of playoffs. You see the urgency very much on Atlantic. Jones trying to run it down just a little late that time. It's the foul from Jones. And we're back underway. Welcome to all those who have joined. Welcome, Esther. Here we go. Rodriguez out to the feet of Diarra Zumana. Diarra left 2 defenders in his wake. He'll square it to the top of the 18. Robertson, Trusty able to poke it away. Only as far as Campbell. Campbell's ball really hopeful. There's still a player down. Conte is behind the ball. Let's take a look back. I can't believe it, but it is going to go. It's just a throw. It's a really hot day down there. It's like Conte suffering from the heat exhaustion, and he will need some water, so we'll wait as the trainer comes on. Time will tell if Conte can continue in this match. Of course, Dreamer down to their very last player from the bench, so could use Boehm. that would be it. It does look like Conte is back on his feet. We're not going to get a third hydration break as much as the teams would like, and we will play on. On the line, Atlantic marching it slowly but surely. They will have another throw for Jones, except for Robertson will take. Big throw, but Hawkins happy to receive, and he'll bomb this one all the way behind Virginia Atlantic. That is well orchestrated between Howes and Maloney, and now Atlantic will play from the back. There's Dix down the line. This one deflected out. Big ball to the far touchline. It's a lovely touch. Robertson, and deflected back into Atlantic territory. Atlantic will keep possession, but it did take their timing off. As we march into extra time, we haven't gotten an indication as how much time. That is really well orchestrated. Zayn Nassim off his line. Campbell shielding and drawing the foul. But that was a lovely flick, and credit to Campbell, able to show strength and hold off his man, allowing Zayn Nassim to collect. Big ball across midfield. Flicked on by Emson. Here is Diarra Zumana flicking it up, and there's the goal. Diarra Zumana has found a second for himself, a third for Dream, and that is the nail in the coffin. A lot of time for Diarra Zumana, but the touch was professional. The touch was perfect. And Dream have found their third here at Meridian for their final match of the regular season. Look back on the replay. Emson with the assist, Diarra Zumana with the goal. Dream with the hosting rights in all likelihood here for this coming Wednesday. Look for a potentially 7 p.m. kickoff time for Ristosi Alexandria and for Dream Atlantic. We'll have to make the long trip back here once again on the midweek. Hamilton Howes. Down the line, and Atlantic still looking for a way in. It's Dix in space. He's got Jace Williams on his outside. It's in the direction of Jace Williams, but Jesse Boma, who has come on for Conte, able to marshal this one out. Nassim's ball didn't have the height that he would have liked, but he'll get there. Zayn Nassim, that's confident goalkeeping, able to go through and get to the ball. Harry Hawkins still down. He might have taken a shot from Zayn Nassim, might have been pushed. A lot happening very quickly here in this run through. His credit, Did hold his ground till the last. And that is going to do it. And our final whistle has gone. Dream hold on for the 3 points. 3-1 victorious. 2 goals for Diarra Zumana. As well as a goal. Who did get that first one? 2 goals for Diarra Zumana. And 1 for Michael Collins is enough to seal the deal here. Final home match. Thanks for joining us here on DMV Sports Media live on YouTube. Beckham Harris scored the lone goal for Virginia Atlantic. We look forward to having you back this coming Wednesday for a doubleheader. NPSL playoff action in the Mid-Atlantic. Ristosi, Alexandria Reds, live from Mustang Field at Stevenson University. And simultaneously, we will have Virginia Dream and Virginia Atlantic live here from Meridian High School. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. As always, we really appreciate you joining. We have a whole host of matches coming on Saturday and Sunday. Make sure to check us out for short-form content highlight on Instagram, and all extended highlights will be posted to the YouTube. More reason to subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good night.